Welcome back to the 8 points. Now, it's been a little while since I did any Warcry stuff. However, if the release date for the Warcry Catacombs novel is true, that means that we should also receive that box set this month, which means that realistically it will need to go on pre-order in the next 3 weeks. Now, what I wanted to do was I've done an analysis on the information that's available, which isn't a great deal at the moment, but I wanted to give us a comparison on what we get from the original core box compared to Catacombs. So I'm going through it line by line and seeing what we've got. So the first thing is a rulebook. And yes, we are getting a rulebook with Catacombs. Not only are we getting this, but we are also getting specific rules for Catacombs. Now, I don't know if that is going to be built in to a new rulebook, or if that's going to be in a separate booklet or anything like that, but there are separate rules for Catacombs and they will feature in that box. The next thing is that we'll be getting another board. We won't just be getting another board, we'll be getting a double-sided board which has one side that's going to be similar to this and one side specifically for Catacomb games. So the way they describe it is a little bit like Hero Quest in the way that it is laid out. Next up, we've got terrain, and what we've got here is the ruins sections of what we received in the core box. Now, when we look at this, anyone who's seen the images, you'll see some terrain that looks a lot like this. Now, we will receive this bell tower. However, the rest of this setup, we don't get. We get the individual sprues for them, but they are made up differently. Anyone who collects Mortal Realms magazine will have made that terrain already, and that looks like this. So it is very, very similar, but it is not exactly the same. The pieces that it is closest to is you can see this piece here, which uses this exact section, but has a few extra parts connected to it. And then this part here, where you can see it does have this section and this section, but obviously next to each other. And then it loses the extra distance here and adds it there. Next up, we do have 2 warbands, just like the original core box. We have the Canaanites, Shadow Stalkers, and the Scions of the Flame, both of which personally I think look fantastic. But that, for what we know at least, is where the similarities end. We don't know if we're going to receive these funky dice. We don't know if we're going to receive any chaotic beasts, although to be fair, if we received these ones, I'd be absolutely flabbergasted because I'm assuming that there's going to be no flying in the catacombs. And then finally, we don't know if we're going to receive any new battle plan cards. Now, I'm assuming that we will definitely get some of these ones, which show us where to put our terrain. These ones which show us where on the battlefield we come in, I'm not sure if that's going to play havoc with the catacombs because it's set out in a certain way with lava in certain areas and that kind of thing. So I'm not sure if there's going to be a new set of these to go with that. I'd love some new victory cards just to mix things up and freshen the game up a bit more. Just in the same way as I would also love some new twist cards. Again, just to bring some additional gameplay. What I suspect is going to happen is that these 3 cards, the deployment, twist, and victory conditions, I'm assuming there'll just be a reprint of the existing battle plan cards, although it would be fantastic if there was some more new ones. In the current core book, we've got all the campaigns for the existing warbands that are bespoke to Warcry. So I'm hoping that if there is a reprint and it is upgraded, it's going to include the new ones and not just have them in the Catacombs book itself. So that's it, guys. Really quite exciting, really. I'm really hoping that some of the elements that I've just gone through there are going to indeed be included in this new core box. Certainly in the new cards, and certainly I would love something to replace or go alongside the current roster of chaotic beasts. Let me know in the comments what you're looking forward to, and let me know if there's anything else new that you'd like to be added to Catacombs. I'm sure there's going to be lots more information coming up in the next few weeks. I'll be covering all of it, so if you're into Warcry and you want to hear more about that stuff as it's released, drop a subscribe and I'll keep you up to date. Finally, I just want to give a cheeky plug for my Element Games affiliate link, which is in the description. So if you use that, it won't cost you a penny more, but it will help me out and I will appreciate it forever. So thanks very much for watching, guys. Much appreciated. I'll see you on the 8 points.